Alright, so today's gonna be a filler video kind of, because we're gonna be working on the daily. Yeah, I don't think no one wants to see me work on the daily, but we don't have the RX-7 in Texas, but we will be making a trip next week back to AZ, so we'll get back to work on that one. But for now, the main purpose of this video is gonna be how to install a center console, or how to swap it over from a bench seat to a center console. I picked that up last night, this tan one, brown. So you're gonna need the center console for the swap. This part that bolts up to the dash, and then the center console bolts up to this. You need the glove box, and you need the part that goes underneath the steering wheel for the swap. And then I think that's basically it. Then you just gotta wire it up so everything works. We also picked up an OEM HD grill with the chrome, which I've been looking for one. This one was pretty cheap, not overpriced like all other ones I've seen. And then we also got power folding mirrors with a turn signal on them. Hopefully those are just plug and play. If they are, I'll just show it real quickly on this video. And if it's complicated, which I don't think it will be, we'll make a completely different video for that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and clean all these parts before we put them in, and then we'll go on to the interior. And just to show you guys what the interior looks like so far, this is stock brown interior, tan brown, with the foldable jump seat thingamabob. So yeah, we're just gonna switch it up, see how it looks with the center console.
Hang on my neck, yeah, down to my chest, hey. I know the best, yeah. All this yen I collect, yeah. Diamonds and gold, yeah. Diamonds and gold, yeah, yeah. Diamonds and gold, yeah. Diamonds and gold.
Alright, so I went ahead and quickly cleaned up the center console. It was just mostly dusty, a little bit of leftover spilled soda here and there. But yeah, these black panels, they just pop off. You can probably pull it with your hands or use pry tools or a plastic pry tool. All these other pieces cleaned up pretty good too. But yeah, now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and move to the interior. Take the seats out and that center seat. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. There's two bolts up front. Well, mine only had one, it was missing one, but two there. Take those off, and then you slide it forward. Take the back ones off, same on the other side. And then the center console at this point is just flopping around, ready to come out. We are going to take off this panel next, this one, and the glove box. Should be pretty straightforward. If there's anything that's out of the ordinary, I'll say something about it, otherwise it's just gonna come out. So the bolts are Torx head, but most people don't have Torx head. I actually do, but they would be so the front ones are E20 and the back ones are gonna be E16s. If you have one of those, I think these are inverted Torx, or I think they are. If you don't have have those, you can use a 15, I believe it's a 15 millimeter 6-point. Has to be a 6-point. The 12 points doesn't grip it good enough. Deep. You can use that for the front ones, and then for the back, you can use 11 6-point for the back, deep. And yeah, and they come out. You get these long boards in the back, and you got these up front. Pretty straightforward. But yeah, so the parts that I mentioned earlier are gone now. Pretty straightforward. You do have to either take it out of the way or just pop it out. This cluster bezel thingy on bubber. Either take it out or just flop it around like I did. That way you can get to the under panel. They're all going to be 7 millimeters. if you have a impact or electric tool of some sort, my favorite tool ever right here, 7. Just go across all of them. There's gonna be a couple down here, I think 2 down here, and you're like 3 or 4 here for the glove box, and then 1 up there. And then there's 1 inside that little pocket cubby here that goes in through here up. And yeah, this section here to the glove box comes out as 1 piece, and then this is by itself. Alright, so real quick, I was about to install the center console, but then figured I might well just show some of you guys, the ones that don't know, where that piece goes that I mentioned at the beginning. So this part, this is the one I mentioned that attaches to your dash, and your console will attach to this. That way it looks OEM. So I believe these tabs right here, that one, and there's one on the other side too. So there are holes on the dash. I think that one's already there, regardless if it came with a center console or not. And I think this one you have to drill out. I think my truck came with or had a center console at one point in its life, because that looks drilled out. That I don't think that's there. I think it's just flat. But you drill it out so you can fit the little indent, whatever you want to call it. And then it sits like so, and then you can just use some of those 7mm you took off down here. I think there's 2 at the bottom. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and then put the console back in. All right, so the center console's in. Let me get back up a little bit. Center console's in. For the harness, I ran it above that black piece I showed you guys just a second ago. Over it, and then I ran it where the harness that came with the console comes out of. So this is the harness that came with the console. I'm just gonna tuck this in somewhere. And this is my harness that came with the truck. So I ran it over the black piece and down the side, same route as the console's harness, and then it should just plug in. And then this other harness, I'm just gonna plug it in. Now before you put the console in, the glove box goes in, and then the console goes in, and then down there where you can see the, get some light in there. It doesn't fuck up the video. You put some 10s in there, or I don't know. I'm assuming some 10s. But here's the last thing that you guys might need to know. So if you give a shit and want to keep your at stock your information for your truck and your glove box, you're gonna have to take off the other glove box door off the other one. Now these ones come in riveted. There's like 2 rivets here. I already drilled. This is my original one, and this is the one we just put in, obviously. But you can see there's a rivet there and a rivet there, so you gotta drill those out with a drill. Start off with a small one. And then work your way up to a bigger one. And then it comes out, and then you have this flappy thing out. Now obviously this is easier with it outside of the car, but I was debating if I wanted to do it or not, and I ended up wanting to do it last minute. So it's easier if it's outside the car, obviously. Do the same one to the other side. Put your old one back in, and then I'm pretty sure these will be like 3 7mm that go down there. that'll keep it in place. And then that's about it. Alright, so here it is, all plugged in, and all the panels popped in and everything bolted up. Seats straightforward, just do the reverse of taking them off. But yeah, I like it. It looks good. Feels like I have a coupe now, just like my other cars. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning up the rest of the interior up because it's really dirty. I haven't cleaned it up in a while. The seats, I'm gonna wait till our detail guy gets here on Monday so he can do it with a steam cleaner. I don't really know how to work it, and I don't want to break it because it's pretty expensive, so that's why they're still fucking black. But yeah, Monday they'll probably go at it with a steam cleaner and come out pretty good. But yeah, I mean, looks good. I like it. All right, so real quick before I end off this random filler video, for the ones that were probably interested on the foldable mirrors, yeah, they were just plug and play for me. So as long as you grab the mirrors and the switch from the same car, I guess you'll be good. The connectors plug into this switch, and then yeah, we just plug and play. I ended up using the whole Tahoe switch. All my windows work. Both work. The locks work. The adjustable mirrors work. I just have these extra buttons on here for the rear windows that I obviously don't have. But yeah. So I guess to fold them in, you press. Make sure it's centered between on this one. Make sure it's not on the side or either side. In the center, and then you're gonna press the adjustability for the mirrors to the right if you want them to go in. Then you hold it. And then to open them up, you go to the left and hold it. I'm not sure when I'll ever use it, but it's kind of cool to have. But yeah, RX-7 videos next week because we're making a quick trip to AZ. I'm gonna pull the engine out and get to work on the FD. But yeah.